Welcome to the GCSE Maths Advantage. I'm Dr. James Carter, and every episode I'm going to break down one topic, show you where the marks are, and give you a quick win you can use in your next exam. Whether you're targeting a grade 7 or pushing for a 9, let's get into it.
Hook. This one question about that lost whole marks on last year's papers because students tried to subtract the percentage instead of reversing it. If that sounds familiar, stop now. This episode gives one simple trick that fixes all of those questions.
The concept. Start with the idea. Every percentage change can be written as a multiplier. A 20% increase is the same as multiplying by 1.20. A 25% decrease is multiplying by 0.75. Say those out loud when you set the question up. It helps stop silly mistakes. Example 1. VAT. A phone costs £180 after 20% VAT has been added. What was the price before that? Think. After 20% added means final equals original multiplied by 1.20. To find the original, we reverse that. Original equals final divided by 1.20. So original equals 180 divided by 1.20 equals £150. Simple, and it avoids subtracting 20% from 180, which gives the wrong answer. Example 2. A discount reversed. A jacket is on sale for £45 after a 25% discount. What's the original price? A 25% discount means final equals original multiplied by 0.75. Reverse it. Original equals 45 divided by 0.75 equals £60. Again, do not try to add 25% back onto the sale price. That confuses the order of operations and loses marks. Example 3. Chaining changes. Suppose a price increases by 10% and then decreases by 20%. If the starting price is £50, first multiply by 1.10, then by 0.80. Combined multiplier equals 1.10 times 0.80 equals 0.88. So final price equals 50 times 0.88 equals £44. Multiplication composes changes. That's why we can chain multipliers. Notice the order. Increase then decrease used the same order as the question. Why does reversing become division? If final equals original multiplier, dividing both sides by that multiplier isolates the original. It isn't magic, it's algebra. Write the equation and divide. That step often wins method marks even if your arithmetic slips. The exam technique. Here's what examiners want to see on a 4-mark question. Typical award, M1 for setting up the correct multiplier, M1 for applying the method, for example, writing final equals original divided by multiplier, A1 for a correct intermediate value or clear calculation, and A1 for the final answer to the stated accuracy. So, in the VAT example, write final equals original times 1.20. That's M1. Then original equals final divided by 1.20. M1. Do the division and show 180 divided by 1.20 equals 150. That's A1 for the correct intermediate or method result and A1 for the final answer, £150, to 2 decimal places if required. If you do the algebra but mistype a number on your calculator, the method marks often stay with you. Common slips that lose marks. Mixing up increase and decrease multipliers, or doing the operations in the wrong order when chaining. Another frequent error is subtracting the percentage from the final price instead of dividing by the multiplier. That's the classic "I tried to undo by subtraction" mistake. The quick win, a 10-second routine you can use on every question. 1. Write the multiplier and label it increase or decrease. 2. Decide whether you are reversing or chaining. 3. Do one calculation. And 4. Check by applying the multiplier forward or backwards. Say it. Multipliers first, then divide to reverse.
Speed check demo. You found original equals £150 after dividing. Quick check. Multiply 150 times 1.20 equals 180. If that matches the given final price, your answer is very likely correct. That check takes 10 seconds and catches most errors.
Practice walkthrough. Full exam style question. Question. A blender costs £360 including 15% VAT. Find the price before that, giving your answer correct to the nearest penny. Step 1. Write the multiplier. 15% added means multiplier 1.15. Step 2. Set up the reversal. Original equals 360 divided by 1.15. Step 3. Calculate. 360 divided by 1.15 equals 313.043478. Round to the nearest penny gives £313.04. That's the full method and final answer.
A common wrong attempt is to subtract 15% from 360, giving 306. That loses method marks. If you make that mistake but write original equals 360 divided by 1.15 somewhere on the paper, the examiner can still award the M1 for method. So always write the algebraic step, even if you then use your calculator wrongly.
Now, 2 quick practice prompts. Pause the episode and try these. 1. After a 30% discount, an item sells for £98. Find the original price. 2. An item increases by 12%, then decreases by 5%. Start price £200. What's the final price? Ready? I'll give the answers in a moment. Answers. Question 1. Discount multiplier 0.70. So original equals 98 divided by 0.70 equals £140. Question 2. Combined multiplier 1.12 multiplied by 0.95 equals 1.064. Final equals 200 multiplied by 1.064 equals £212.80. Quick mental check. Does applying those multipliers give you the numbers you started with? If yes, tick the box.
Recap and CTA. One-line recap. Convert percentages to multipliers, divide to reverse, multiply to chain, and always write the multiplier step so the examiner sees your method. That's your quick win for today. If this helped, share it with a friend who's revising and visit jcacademyonline.co.uk for downloadable worked solutions and practice questions. Stay curious.